Hello and welcome to Destinedstars online platform. Early pregnancy among our teenage girls has become a thing of concern. I ask, what is the relationship between parents and their teenage children, especially the girl child? My name is Fabian, and taking us further into today's pressing issue is Mr. Ebuka Ede Obika. Stay tuned.
So I would say early pregnancy is a pregnancy that one is not well equipped and emotionally stable to carry at that stage of life. There are so many things that can lead to early pregnancy in teenage girls, ranging from background, peer pressure, and a whole lot of things. I'll just try to take some of them. Some countries or in major parts of Nigeria, which is the northern part, is early marriage. One of the things that leads to teenage pregnancy is early marriage. Same peer pressure. A lot of girls are going through a lot of issues, and they are not able to grapple with those issues in life. When they are pressured, they see their friend, especially when they're in school, you see your friend buying all manner of things, and you want to meet those needs as a girl. Most people tend to go out of the way to look for things, some starts going to sleep with men, just looking for money in different ways, and some now resort to a lot of sexual activity in order to get the money or the emotional need that they are looking for at that time. So peer pressure can be another factor which I see as more critical is this connection that I see between parents and children. When girls have not been able to identify or know what is true love from their parents, from their fathers and their mothers, and they go out and somebody else is showing them what love is. So girls are wired in a way that they need attention, they need somebody to always lean on, to talk to. So when there's that disconnection between parents and their girls, that's why we always encourage fathers and mothers, show love to your girls, affirm them, make them feel love, make them understand the stage they are in, be there for them. You don't need to give them all the money. Once you are just there to provide that emotional support, and then when they go out and somebody else is telling them, I love you or this, they know that they've heard it from the home. There's that emotional support that has been built. I'll close by quoting a scripture from Malachi 4:6. He said, I will restore the hearts of the fathers to the children and the children to the fathers, lest I come and destroy the earth with a curse. So you can see that when there's no connection, restoration between the heart of fathers and their children, then the land is sick. Then there's a lot of disconnection and chaos in the land. So we are not seeing this connection. That's why we are seeing a lot of young people going out of their way to do things that they don't want to do, because there's a vacuum that have been left unfilled. And I feel that for me, that is a major factor that has led so many girls to the streets. So one thing we advocate is for parents to understand the stage that we are in and be able to connect with their children at that level. Children have feelings, children have emotion. Teenagers are going through a lot at that stage of life. And when that connection is not there, they make a lot of mistakes. When they're not hearing the right voices from the parents, they hear a lot of voices outside. And because that voice outside is overwhelming and is enticing, they go for it. So we are saying, parents, build capacity. Open yourself up to learning, to know how to connect with children, with teenagers in this phase of life. When they're able to do that, then they will do a lot more in relating with their children. From what I've seen in the field, it has a lot of damaging effects on young girls. So you see some of them having identity crisis, having inferiority complex because they feel there's something that's been disconnected from their peers, from their mate. It has a lot of damaging effects on teenage girls, ranging from what I said, dropping out of school, to health issues and complications, to body and image changing and not being able to return. Some go as long as even having health implication on that child. Most of them are not even able to give birth normally because it's a lot at that stage. Some will have to go to the cesarean section. So it has a lot of damaging effect. And one of the things we do is to help those children heal, which is what most parents have not really been able to do, to heal and pull through the process. I want to first say that parents will be teaching their daughters sex education at the right time. And call the name. Don't say if somebody touch your pim or somebody touch. What is pim? What is pim? Call the names. Call your vagina, your breast, your this. Mention the names to the girl. Let them know. Stop living in this fallacy. Oh, when a boy touch you, you get pregnant. Or when a boy just see you, if you're inside the room with a boy, you will get pregnant. No. Tell them the way it is. You will rebuke, you will correct, but at the same time, you will draw that child back in love. I've seen a situation where the parent only rebuke and they don't bring back to love. I've also seen a situation where they just embrace the child, but they don't rebuke the child to let the child know what she did. So when that happens, call the child, correct. This is what you did. These are the implications. These are the effects. These are the things you expect. But yet, you draw that child in love and help that child through a process of emotional healing. So many of them don't get healed. Some even get married and they are still suffering from the trauma of what happened as a teenager. But early marriage and abortion is never an option. It can't work. So many children are being forced into marriage and they crash because they are not prepared. They were not ready for that. So that the child was pregnant as a teenager does not mean you must marry that man, even when they are adults. No, it's not a reason that should happen. So many marriages have been in chaos because of that. So correct and then show love. As early as that child begins to recognize, understand her body parts. So people as early as 2, as 3, they've started teaching the child sex education. We've handled cases of 7 months, 8 months that have been molested. I've handled a case of a 2 years that have been sexually abused, And what even helped that child? Because the parent has thought, though this child was a boy anyway, the parent has taught that child, parts of the body. And when the parents came by, say, this person touched my tutu, this person touched this person touched this. Why did that child say that? Because the parent has taught that child this is the part of your body, and when somebody does this, you're able to speak out. So some parents will say, how will you? I don't teach my children until they are 13. No, it's too early. No. Except you don't know how to teach that child sex education. I've handled most of the cases of sexual molestation abuse I've seen happen between the ages of 6 and 10. In fact, a higher percentage happen at that age. And because parents are naive, there's some parents say, God forbid, it's not my child. I say, God forbid is not a parenting plan. It's not by God forbid. It's by being intentional. Become who you want to be, irrespective of what has happened. So it's the choice you make to either take this and allow it destroy you, or to say no matter what has happened. Failure, I always tell people, is an event. It's not a person. There's nobody that was born a failure or called a failure. It's an event that just happened and it passes. So don't take it as that is who I am and dwell on it. Because when you accept that is who you are, you go through it. I've seen people who had children as teenagers and they're pulling through. But I've seen people who are even in their 40s and the trauma of that experience is still haunting them and pulling them back in life. Some of you need to let go of that person that did that to you. Some were even raped. Some of you need to let go, because holding that person in your heart is still giving that person room to be in control of your mind and your life. It's like taking poison and expecting it to harm that person. If you're not able to let go, then you can't make progress. It stagnates to you. You are putting yourself in the circumference of the remote, if I may use that word, of that person. So the person is controlling you because you have put him in the place of your heart. You need to let go so that you can move on. You need to heal and move on. No matter what has happened, you can still make it. Just 1 or 2 years, you're able to take care. Your mother continues. Carry on with school and keep showing that child love. You'll be proud. You'll be happy to see what that child will become if you give all the support. And I'll say to parents, please, our children need us. Keep affirming. It's evil to keep using negative words on your children. If you don't understand, learn. Read books that will help you to connect with your children at this stage of life. And not keep using words, keep shouting, keep yelling, keep insulting, keep accusing. I've seen some girls that even say, I went out because my father keep accusing me that I'm this and that. So let me just become what he's calling me instead of receiving insult for what I am not. Words are powerful. When a child has developed and is learning love from you, he will not go to look for it outside.
Teach your children what they need to know as they grow up. Show them love and care. That way you can prevent a whole lot of future disaster. Make sure to follow us on all our social media handles. Like, subscribe for further interesting discussion. Thank you.